Yeah, guys, now please confirm to me. Hello, if you read my voice on screen, those are attending in online. Am I audible? Guys, now please confirm to me. Hello, if you read my voice on screen, those are attending in online. Am I audible? Please confirm to me. Guys, now please confirm to me. Hello, if you read my voice on screen, those are attending in online. Respond to me, guys. Everybody, please respond to me. Hello, if you read my voice on screen. Right, sir. Right, and check it what we completed in the last session. What topic here we are understanding there. So Java features topic we are understanding. Now, just 1 minute, I want to rewind all the concepts what we understood. Yesterday, we started with the Java features. What is the purpose of the Java features? That's the question. To describe the nature of the Java programming language, Java has provided the following set of features. What are the various features? Simple, object-oriented, platform independent, architectural neutral, portable, robust, dynamic, secure, distributed, multi-threaded, interpretive, and high performance. These are like what their overall Java features. There are given some information to you. What is a simple programming language here? We understood. Java is a simple programming language because of three reasons. What are the three reasons here we are getting? Java applications will take less memory and less execution time. Java has removed all the confusion oriented features like pointers, multiple inheritance, and so on. Java is using all the simple syntaxes. Next one is what they're object oriented. Java is an object oriented programming language. Why? Because Java is able to represent the data in the form of objects by following the object oriented features. Next one is what there platform independent programming language. Java is a platform independent programming language. Why? Because Java allows its applications to perform compilation in one operating system and execution is in another operating system. Next one is architectural neutral programming language. Java is an architectural neutral programming language. Why? Because Java allows its applications to perform compilation in one hardware system and execution is in what there another hardware system. Portable programming language. Java is a portable programming language. Why? Because Java allows its applications to run under all the operating systems and under all the hardware systems. Robust programming language. Java is a robust programming language. Why? Because Java has a very good memory management system in the form of heap memory management system. It is a dynamic memory management system. It allocates and deallocates memory for the objects at runtime of the applications. Java has a very good predefined library to represent and handle almost all the exceptions which are coming frequently in the Java applications. Because of these two reasons, Java is what their robust programming language. Dynamic programming language. Java is a dynamic programming language. Why? Because Java allows its applications to allocate memory for the data at runtime of the applications. Secure programming language. Java is a very good secure programming language. Why? Because, listen carefully, Java is providing security at the three levels in the application development, in the applications. What are the three levels of securities that Java is providing? One is implicit security. Second one is web security. And the third one is network security. What is implicit security? How implicit security is provided by Java? Inside the Java program, to the bytecode, the security checkups are going to be happen at JVM level. That is what their implicit security. Java is providing a very good implicit security. Why? Because Java has provided a separate component inside the JVM to provide security internally. That separate component is what their security manager. If you open the JVM, where number of components are available inside the JVM, like bytecode verifier, class loader, interpreter, JIT compiler. Apart from all this, security manager, garbage collector, where security manager is responsible for what their implicit security inside the Java programs. So because of that reason, Java is very good at implicit security. Now coming to the second one, web security. Understand the point here. The second one is what there? Web security. So Java is very good at web security. Okay, that we are going to understand. Java is very good at web security. Is okay, fine. But what is web security? At least we have to understand this point. What is the meaning of this web security? What is this web security? Web security is what there? Web applications security. Security in the web applications. Security in the web applications in the sense authentication and authorization mechanisms. Authentication and authorization mechanisms. What is the meaning of authentication and what is the meaning of authorization? These two things here we have to understand. Simple example, observe carefully. I think all of you might be completing or maybe doing your academics, either BTech or MCA, whatever it may be. We are in academics, or maybe some of you completed already academics. If you observe your college there, your college may be, whatever it may be, the college name, then if you observe your college, at an entry level, there is a security post. What that security persons are able to do there at in front of your college premises, no. Whoever might be the persons, whoever the persons they are trying to enter into the college there, they are going to check the person is right person or not to enter into the college. They will check your ID card, college ID card, they will check. That is nothing but authentication, whether you are authenticated or not. Might be you are the trainer, maybe you are the student, maybe you are the principal, maybe you are the teaching staff or non-teaching staff, whoever it may be, whether you are related to this college or not. First level checkup. This is called what there? Authentication. For example, you are the student. You are the student. You are authenticated. You shown already your ID card there. You are authenticated. Then after that, where we have to sit there in our college, no? Where we have to stay? Strictly you have to go to our classroom. There we have to sit. Trainer will come and trainer will teach the subject. Understand it clearly. For example, because of some issue, because of some problem, you want to meet with your principal. What is the process for it? How you are going to meet with your principal? Directly want to go to your principal chamber, directly want to meet with him now. The principal is a somewhat busiest person in our college, right? He has so many responsibilities now. On free time only able to available for you, then he will meet you, right? But what is that free time? How we are going to catch that principal? There is a process for it. First, you have to go to the administrative block. There might be some clerk is available. There we have to ask, I want to meet with my principal. Then he will give some appointment for you. He'll give some appointment letter to you. A particular slot he will provide you. On that particular slot, you have to carry that appointment letter. You have to show that appointment letter to the clerk in front of your principal chamber. If you checked it, if you are right person to enter into the principal chamber, then only the clerk will allow you to enter into the principal chamber. Understand my point here now? So first of all, appointment is created or not? On that particular appointment, you was checked to enter into the principal chamber or not? This total process is nothing but authorization. But still you are authenticated user. Still you are the member of the college. But even to access the particular premises, no, again we have to be checked. Again we have to be checked. So that is called as what there? Authorization. Authentication, entry level checkup. Authorization is a special permission to access a particular portion of the application. Providing accessibility for you about a particular portion of the application with some special permissions. That entire process is nothing but what their authorization. Similarly, I'm going to take one technical example, try to understand it clearly. All of you know. Say for example, Amazon.com is available. E-commerce application, Amazon.com. Okay, might be everybody can view the total Amazon.com website. Everybody will open it. Everybody will see the products and items list and everything. You can see that. But if you want to place an item in an order, what we have to do? You must be the authenticated user. For example, if you select an item, if you want to place that item in an order, if you want to place that item there, immediately it is asking enter your username and password. If you are new with this particular website, there is a link for you. If we have to registration link is available, click on that registration link. There we have to enter your username and password. Everything we have to create. After creating that, again we have to come back to the login page. There we have to enter your username and password. Understand my point clearly now? Okay. You entered your username and password. You were checked. You are the right user. There also checking process is available or not. That is authentication. Completed. Authentication is okay, fine. Observe carefully. For example, I checked for a pair of shoe. Stretchers, for example, is a company. Stretchers is a company. There I checked for this. I searched for Stretchers pair of shoe. A particular brand, with a particular brand, I checked for it. I searched for it. Today might be identified 50 search results. 50 number of items I found in that Amazon.com. Okay, feel very happy. But I checked for that all the 50 items. No, then it's okay, fine. Then tomorrow I want to give order for it. Today I don't want to give order. Tomorrow I want to give order. Again, I shut down my total system. I went out. Tomorrow I open the system. Again, I open Amazon.com. Then I search for the same thing. Yesterday I got nearly 50 results. But today I'm getting nearly 100 results. Example I'm telling that. Yesterday I got only 50 results, but now today I'm getting what there 100 results. And a single night, how we are getting that 50 extra items? No. Think a minute about it. That means new stock is available or not? New stock is coming or not? When new stock is coming, then who has added that new stock to the website? No. Who has added there? Definitely some administrators have added the new stock to what there to the Amazon.com. Yeah, without adding, how that new items are coming there? Definitely somebody else have to add that items to the Amazon.com. But who are that persons there? Is that person is a guest? Is a normal visitor of that Amazon.com? Is adding any item list to the respect to Amazon.com? No. Who have added that items list to the respect to Amazon.com? All right, where some specialized persons are adding that items list to the Amazon.com. Who are the specialized persons? No, they are the administrators. Administrators. For example, for the stretchers company, there are some administrator. That administrative privileges are given to you, some particular person in the stretchers company. He will identify the new stock. He will add the details to what their Amazon.com. But how he's going to add that items list to the Amazon.com? Observe carefully. How he's going to add that? Whenever he's trying to add an item to the Amazon.com, again a login page will come, authorization page will come. There he has to enter username and a password and a role. All the three things here he has to add. If the role is an administrator, in the administrator table, that username and password will be checked internally. If he is the right administrator, then only that item is going to be added. Already was authenticated user, already entered inside the Amazon.com. But to add an item into the Amazon.com, he must be proved himself again. That again, getting accessibility of a particular portion of the application and checking that person is right person or not to access that particular portion of the application, then that entire process is called as what there? Authorization. Yes, sir. All of you are getting it or not? What is authentication? What is authorization? All of you are getting clarity or not? All right, sir. Now the point is what? For every web application, both authentication and authorization both are mandatory. Without these two, we are unable to create the web applications nowadays, especially in e-commerce applications or social network applications. Everywhere, wherever websites are available, where definitely authentication and authorization, these two things are available. But the point here, what I'm telling to you, observe carefully, Java is providing a very good web security. Java is providing a very good web security. Why? Because all of you observe carefully. Java has provided a middleware service in the form of JAS. Java has provided a middleware service in the form of JAS. What is that JAS actually? Java authentication and authorization service. Authorization service. Java authentication and authorization service, JAS. This is provided by Java to implement authentication and authorization security services in the web applications. authorization, authentication and authorization security services in the web applications. Because of this reason, we can conclude that Java is very good at web security. Java is very good at web security. Why? Because Java has provided a middleware service in the form of JAS, Java Authentication and Authorization Service, to implement authentication and authorization security services in the web applications. It's an implementation of the Java. Java has provided JAS implementation to provide security. Because of that reason, Java is very good at what their web security. Leave this punch here. Next one is network security. So what is this network security actually? Java is definitely very good at network security. I'm sure about it. But first of all, understand it. What is this network security? After that, we will think about it. How Java is very good at network security. One simple example I'm telling you. Observe carefully. Say for example, if we take banking applications, online banking, for example. First of all, what I have to do? I have an account with my ICICI Bank, for example. I want to transfer maybe some 10,000 rupees funds from my account to my friend account. That's my requirement. So what I have to do now? First of all, I have to open www.iccibank.com. ICICI Bank website I'm able to get. There immediately, whenever I'm getting this one, I want to, the menu here we are able to get. Whenever we are getting menu, if we click on some transactions kind of thing, no, then automatically we are going to get like what their username and password. Yes, sir. All of you are getting it or not? What I'm able to get now? Username and password, that login page here we are able to get. That is online banking account details here we have to provide. Net banking username and password we have to enter. For example, username I entered, password also I entered. Password is provided in the form of stars or not? Password is provided in the form of dots or not? Remember it. Username and password both I provided. I clicked on login button. When I click on login button, what will happen now? Tell me. I entered username and password. Whether it is right username and password or wrong username, that doesn't matter. Nothing. First of all, I entered some username and password. I clicked on login button. Then what will happen? What happened internally? Listen carefully. Whatever the username and password that we have provided, the data will be submitted to the server side application of the respective ICICI bank. Server side application will take your username and password, and it will check whether you are the right user or not, registered user or not, authenticated user or not. If you are the right user, automatically the transaction page will be open for us. Automatically the transaction page will be open for us. Understand my point clearly now? Okay. When I provide username and password, when I click on login button, my username and password is transferring through the network to the server side application or not? Traveling in the network or not? Hold a minute of time here. If my username and password data is traveling in the network as a plain text data, somebody else will catch my username and password. They can hack our network. They can take our username and password. Once they identified our username and password, they will enter into my account. They will do their own transactions, no security. Sir, all get my point or not? If my username and password data is transferring in the network as a plain text data, everybody will take the data, everybody will enter into my account, no security for my data. So what alternative I'm expecting now? What alternative I'm expecting now? Now tell me. Come on guys, what is that alternative here I'm expecting there? Alternative is what there? When I enter username and password on my login page, when I click on login button, my username and password must be transferred through the network, no doubt for that. But the data must be provided with security. The data must be provided with the security. Security in the sense like what there? Not as like plain text data. Not as like plain text data. But with what we have to transfer the data? The data must be transferred through encoded manner. The data must be transferred through what there? Encrypted data only we have to transfer. Means that my data must be encrypted. My data must be encrypted. That encrypted data must be transferred through the network. At the receiver side, again my data must be decrypted. When data is decrypted, original data will come. But the data which is transferred in the network is what there? Encrypted data only. Yes, sir. Got my point or not? What data is going to be transferred here? Encrypted data is only be transferred through the network. So where data encryption is required or not? At the sender side, data encryption is required. At the receiver side, data decryption is required or not? Data encryption, data decryption, these two are the parts of the network security. These two are the parts of what their network security. If you want to provide network security, there we have to provide encryption mechanisms, decryption mechanisms. So many algorithms are available to provide data encryption, decryption. RSA algorithm is available, Bluefish algorithm is available, shared key algorithm is available, public key algorithm is available, digital signatures are available. So many algorithms are available to provide what their network security. So this is exactly the meaning of what their network security. Okay, forget about login and username and password. The data is transferred through the network in the encrypted manner only. Okay, fine. After that, transaction page is open where a fund transfer or transfer funds option I may select no. Immediately I'm able to get that form or not. There I have to enter my target account details or not. How much amount I want to transfer, target account details and everything I have to provide or not. Of course, I'm able to get OTPs and everything. Everything I'm able to enter or not. After providing the total data, how my data is going to be transferred in the network? No, my data is a confidential data or not. My account details, my friend account details, how much amount I want to transfer in the network, then everything must be confidential data or not. Once it is a confidential data, how can we transfer the data as a plain text data in the network? No. Is it possible to transfer the data as a plain text data in the network? No. Again, it is not. Again, what we required? Again, encryption is required at the sender side. Again, what is required at the receiver side? No. Decryption is required here. Only encrypted data here we have to transfer. Sir, got my point or not? So to provide this encryption, decryption, there we have to go for like what? Their network security. There is a requirement here I'm telling to you now. All right, now I'm telling to you what is network security here we understood, but how Java is very good at network security, I'm giving clarity. Observe carefully. Java is very good at network security. Why? Because. Why? Because. How can you say that Java is very good at network security? Why? Because Java has provided predefined implementations. Java has provided predefined implementations for almost all the network security algorithms, almost all the network security algorithms which we are using frequently in the network based applications, right, sir? Now because of that reason we can conclude that Java is very good at network security. Come again, what's the point here I'm giving there? Java is very good at network security. Why? Because Java has provided predefined implementations for almost all the network security algorithms which we are using frequently in the network based applications. Java has provided some predefined implementations as part of its security module for the sake of this network security. Almost a majority of the encryption mechanisms and decryption mechanisms are implemented inside the Java. Java has provided predefined implementations as part of its security module. Because of that reason, we can conclude that Java is what there. Java is very good at network security. By seeing all these reasons, we can conclude that Java is what there, a secure programming language. Right, sir. Java is what there, secure programming language. Right, sir. Good. Right, sir. Now, this is like what there, the basic awareness only. Try to understand how Java is very good at network security. Once again, I'm repeating the names of these network security encryption mechanisms. No, I think in our academics you might be heard about these names. No, RSA algorithm, Bluefish algorithm, network encryption, decryption subject is available. I think so in BTech and as well as in MTech, both the courses, the subjects are available. There you can identify that. RS algorithm, Bluefish algorithm, digital signatures, then what client certificates, then what next one get apart from this, no, shared key algorithm or public key algorithm, something else. Different algorithms are available. Okay, sir, leave this content here. After completion of this secure programming language, what is the next Java feature now? Now tell me, what is the next Java feature here? Then it will be distributed programming language. Distributed programming language. Right, sir. All of you observe carefully. Distributed programming language. We are able to prepare two types of applications in outside. One is standalone applications, another one is what they're distributed applications. Within a single computer, if we prepare our program, if we compile the program in a single computer, if we execute the program in a single computer, everything is going on in a single computer, then that application is what? Standalone application. If we prepare any application on the basis of client server architecture, by distributing application logic over multiple machines, on the basis of client server architecture, by distributing application logic over multiple machines, then that applications are called distributed applications. Client side program is different, server side program is available. When we execute both the programs at a time, client side program will send request to the server side program, server side program will be executed, server side program will give some response, that response will be given back to the client side program, client side program will display that response to the respective user. Now application logic is available at both client machine as well as what their server machine. So this type of application is what there is a distributed application. Now the point is what? Java is a distributed programming language. Java is a distributed programming language. Why? Because what is the reason for it? No. How can you say that Java is a distributed programming language? Why? Because Java. Why? Because Java has provided a separate module in the form of Java has provided a separate module in the form of J2EE, Java 2 Enterprise Edition, J2EE, to prepare distributed applications. To prepare what? Their distributed applications. Understand the point here, what I'm telling to you? Java is a distributed programming language. Why? Because Java has provided a separate module in the form of J2EE to prepare what? Their distributed applications. All right, now the point here I'm telling to you, note kind of point here. If we design and execute any application on the basis of client server architecture or by distributing application logic over multiple machines, or by distributing application logic over multiple machines, then that application that application is called a distributed application. Right, sir. What is distributed application? Are given as a note. If you are not aware about it, understand this point. No, if we that means if we design and execute any application on the base of the client server architecture or by distributing application logic over multiple machines, then that application is called a distributed application. Java is a distributed application. Why? Because Java has provided a separate module to prepare these distributed applications. What module is provided by Java to prepare these applications? No, J2EE. Actually, Java is available in the form of 3 modules. Total Java was provided in the form of 3 modules. What are the 3 modules? No, J2SE, J2EE, J2ME. Where J2EE is a main module, is an important module. By using the J2EE module, we are able to prepare server-side programming. By using J2EE module, we are able to prepare what side programming there? Server-side programming. The server-side programming is nothing but what there? Like a client-server application. Client-server application is nothing but what there? Distributed applications only. Right, sir. That's the reason why Java is what there? Distributed programming. All right, sir. Then after this. So next one is what there? After completion of this, no, multi-threaded programming language. Next one. Right, sir. All of you understand it clearly? 2 minutes of time. I want to give some explanation to you. Now try to understand it now. Before going to understand multi-threaded, first of all, we have to understand what is a thread. At least basic awareness. What is a thread? Thread is a flow of execution. Thread is a flow of execution to execute a program, or a flow of execution to perform a particular task. Understand? For example, I'm telling to you. Take one wire, electric wire. In a periodic locations, put some bulbs, fix some bulbs. At one end of the wire, might we keep that wire in the socket, switch on that socket. When power is passing to the first bulb is in glow. When power is passing to the second bulb, now its state is what there on state. When power is passing to third bulb, its state is what there on state. Like this. How long the power is passing through the wire? Automatically the bulbs are in a glow mode. Understand it, cannot? So here power flow is available or not? Power flow is available or not? Understand my point here? That power flow is nothing but a thread. That flow is nothing but what there? A thread. Is it possible for you to see that power? But we can taste it, right? No? Put your finger there. Definitely you can taste it. Yes, sir. Am I right or not? Definitely. We are unable to see that power, but we can feel it. See, by seeing that bulbs on state or off state, we can get some feel, right? We can feel it. But power we are unable to see, but we can see that. Similarly, thread is a flow of execution that we are unable to see physically. It is not existed physically, but the flow we can feel. When flow is coming to the first instruction will be executed. When flow is coming to the second instruction will be executed. When flow is coming to the third instruction will be completed. When flow of execution is coming to the last instruction is going to be executed. When an instruction is executed, some output value will come to the command prompt or not. When the total program is executed, some output values are available to the command prompts or not. Understand my point, Keno? There we can see that output, but we are unable to see that power flow. We are unable to see that flow of execution over the program, but the effect of that flow of execution we can identify. So here, the flow of execution to perform a particular task, to run a particular program is called as what there? A thread. Yes, sir? Final conclusion. What is a thread now? Tell me. Thread is a flow of execution to perform a particular task. Leave it. All right, sir. Now, this is the meaning of the thread. Just 1 minute. Thread is a flow of execution to perform a particular task. Nice. Next one is there are two thread models. There are two thread models to execute the applications. What are the two thread models to execute the applications? No, first one is single thread model. The first one is what there? Single thread model. And the second one is what there? Multi-thread model. Multi-thread model. Single thread model and multi-thread model. What is this single thread model and what is the meaning of multi-thread model? I want to know these points clearly. First one is what there? Single thread model and the second one is what there? Multi-thread model. So what is this single thread model actually? Observe carefully, all of you know. It allows only one thread to execute the complete application. It allows only one thread to execute the complete application. But in multi-thread model, quite opposite. What is it actually? It allows more than one thread to execute the complete application. At one side more than one thread, at other side only one thread. Simple example I'm telling to you now, try to understand it now. For example, assume it, this is a classroom. Inside the classroom, nearly 400 chairs are available, for example. In general, what is going to be happen when the classes are going on? When one class is completed, immediately our classroom in charges will come inside the class. They will adjust all the chairs. For every class, they will do the same work. Okay, here the task is what there? Adjustment of the chairs. Here the task is what there? Adjustment of the chairs. Observe carefully. For example, I completed our class. Our admin people have to be make ready our classroom for the next class. So here two cases here I'm telling to you. Case number one, all of you understand it clearly. Case number one, I have only one classroom in charge. When I completed the class, my classroom in charge will come to the classroom. He'll adjust all the chairs. How many chairs are available? 400 chairs are available. To adjust one chair, for example, it may take 1 minute of time, for example. Overall, what is the overall work time for it now to complete this total adjustment of the chairs now? 400 into 1 unit of time. 400 units of time he has to consume. Am I right or not? 400 units of time he has to take to adjust all the chairs. This is case number one. Only one person adjusting all the chairs, all 400 chairs. For adjustment of one chair, it may take 1 unit of time. So 400 chairs, 400 units of time. If only one person is allowed to adjust the chairs. Case number two, I'm telling you, observe carefully. Now, case number two. This time, I have 4 classroom in charges. I have 4 classroom in charges. What these 4 classroom in charges are doing now? When I complete the class, all 4 classroom in charges will come inside the class. At the 4 corners, they will start their work adjustment of the chairs. Yes, sir, got my point or not? At all 4 corners of this room, they will start adjustment of the chairs. Now tell me, overall chairs are how many? 400. How many members are adjusting the chairs now? 4 members now. Each member can adjust how many chairs now? 100 chairs only. Answer my point here now. Now tell me, how much time it will take to complete the total adjustment of the chairs in a room? How much time it will take now? Each chair adjustment is only 1 unit of time. But how many members there? 4 members. Each member 100 now. Overall, within 100 units of time, the total all the chairs are going to be adjusted or not? Now tell me, where work performance will be good? Where we are able to get good performance over the work? Performance is good in the sense less execution time. Less time, more performance. More time, less performance. That equation we have to follow. Less time, more performance. More, that means less time, more performance. More time, less performance. Now, initially only one person, the case number one, only one person is doing that entire task. It may take lot of time. When it takes lot of time, performance will be less. When 4 members are doing the same job, automatically job sharing program is going to be happen. When 4 members are doing the same thing, automatically execution time will be reduced, performance of the work will be increased. As I got or not? I think you have to understand why I'm taking this example. Now tell me, single thread model allows only one thread to execute the complete application. When it executes, when it only single thread is allowed to execute the complete application, it follows sequential execution. It follows what execution there? No, sequential execution. But when it allows multiple, more than one thread to execute application there, it follows parallel execution. One is that sequential execution, another one is what there? Parallel execution. Now tell me, when it follows sequential execution, it takes more execution time. Am I right or not? Wherever sequential execution is going and where it will take more execution, that means more execution time now. But wherever parallel execution is going on, it takes less execution time. It takes what there? Lesser execution time. More execution time, then another one is what there? Lesser execution time. All of you understand it clearly. Next one is what? Whenever more execution time is available, it provides lesser performance in the application. Performance will be lesser. But wherever less execution time is available, it provides more performance to the applications. More performance to the applications. Now tell me, all of you know, single thread model will provide less performance. Multi-thread model will provide more performance. Yes, sir, got it or not? Which one is better in the point of the application development? Is it multi-threaded or single-threaded? Multi-threaded. Multi-threaded is better in the point of like what there? Application development. Am I right or not? So now the point is what there? Java is following multi-thread model. Java is following what model here? Multi-thread model. So it allows to create and execute more than one thread at a time to execute the application. Right, sir? Java is following multi-thread model. It allows to create and execute more than one thread at a time, more than one thread at a time, to execute the application, So because of that reason, now tell me, Java is what there? Java is multi-threaded programming language. Java is what there? Multi-threaded programming language. Java follows the multi-thread model. It allows the creation and execution of more than one thread at a time to execute the applications, or else maybe just it's not required at a time. That's enough. So Java is what there? Java is multi-threaded programming language. Java is a multi-threaded programming language. Java follows the multi-threaded model, multi-thread model. It allows the creation and execution of more than one thread at a time. That's it. So this is a conclusion here we have to understand. Because of that reason only, Java is what there? Multi-threaded programming language. Yes, sir. Got it? What I am telling to you? Fine, sir. That's okay, fine. So next one is what? After completion of this, another content here, what I am telling to you, 11th one, interpretive programming language. I'm going to give a straightforward conclusion to you. Now try to understand it. Java is both compilative programming language. Java is both compilative and an interpretive programming language. Java is both compilative programming language and an interpretive programming language. Java is both compilative and an interpretive programming language. Why? Because reason is very simple. Now understand it clearly. Why? Because point number two, point number one, observe carefully. To translate the program from high level language to low level language and to check errors, developers mistakes in our Java programs, we need compilation. Tell me, what is the purpose of the compilation now? The purpose of the compilation is what there? To translate the program from high level representation to low level representation. Being the developer, I can write program in my understanding level only. That is high level. But who is going to execute our program? JVM is going to execute the program. JVM requires the program in what? Low level language only. So to translate the program from high level to low level, we need compilation. That is the primary responsibility of the compilation. And the second responsibility of the compilation is what there? Checking developers' mistakes. Error checking. What is that one? Error checking is the second responsibility of the compiler. So both are required in the case of the Java programming. Because of that reason, for Java programs, compilation is required. So Java is what there? A compilative programming language. Right, sir. Now observe carefully. Java is what there? Compilative programming language. Right, sir. Now understand it clearly. To translate Java programs from high level representations to translate Java programs from high level representations to the low level representations and to check the developers mistakes in the Java applications, we need compilation. Because of this reason, we can conclude that Java is what there? Java is what there? Compilative programming language. This is point number one. Next one. Now tell me, all of you now tell me, who is executing Java programs? JVM, Java Virtual Machine. Who is executing Java programs there? JVM, Java Virtual Machine. Okay, good. Inside the JVM, who is executing Java program? JVM is executing Java program, no doubt for that. But inside the JVM, who is responsible to execute the programs there? Listen, an interpreter. Inside the JVM, there is a component called an interpreter. That interpreter is responsible for executing Java programs. Yes, sir. All of you are getting it or not? Right, sir. Now observe carefully. Java programs are executed by an interpreter. So interpreter is required to execute Java program. So Java is an interpretive programming language. Okay. All right, sir. Now to execute Java applications, we need an interpreter inside the JVM. To execute Java applications, we need an interpreter inside the JVM. So because of that reason here we required what there. We are going to give conclusion like what there. Java is both compilative programming language as well as what there an interpretive programming language. What are the reasons? No. Why compilation is required for Java programs? No. To translate the program from high level to low level and to check the errors in our program, we need compilation. Then what is the purpose of this? What is the meaning of this interpretive programming language? Java is an interpretive programming language. Why? Because to execute Java programs inside the JVM, we need an interpreter. Because of that reason also we can conclude Java is both compilative and an interpretive programming language. Right, sir. Leave this point clearly. After that, after completion of this, last one, high performance. High performance. No specific reason is available for this. Answer is very simple. Java is a high performance programming language. Java is a high performance programming language due to its a rich set of features, like already has a number of features. Already we have seen that. Because of that features only, due to that features only, Java is what their high performance programming language. Why? Because that means what are the various features now? Like what there simple, object oriented, dynamic, platform independent. Next one is what they're secure. Next one is what they're multi-threaded. Whenever this performance point of view will come, performance related point is coming now, there we have to say what they're threading, multi-threaded, and so on and so on and so on. So many reasons are available. Distributed maybe, architectural neutral maybe, like so many features are available. Because of all these features only, we can conclude that Java is what their high performance programming language. Is that all of you are getting clarity now? Overall, what concepts here we completed? Java features, the topic here we completed. I think you understood the points clearly. Can I ask some questions now? Yes, sir. Can I ask some questions now? So just let us have some quiz now. I'll give feature name, but we have to give the reasons for it. I'll give some feature name, there we have to give internal reason. Can I ask now? Tell me, simple question. How Java is multi-threaded programming language? Tell me, you have to give that reason perfectly. Then you should not say in a single word. How Java is a multi-threaded programming language? Why? Because Java follows multi-thread model, where it allows more than one thread to execute our application. It follows parallel execution. It reduces application execution time. It improves application performance. Because of that reason, Java is what their multi-threaded programming language. Leave it. How Java is an interpretive programming language? Yeah, reason we have to say Java is both compilative and interpretive programming language. Why? Because to translate the program from high level to low level, to check the developer's mistakes in Java program, we need what? Compilation. To execute our Java program, we need an interpreter inside the JVM. So Java is what there? An interpretive programming language. Understood this point, sir? Next one, how Java is a simple programming language? How Java is a simple programming language? Because of three reasons. Already I given that. Java applications will take less memory and less execution time. Next one is Java has removed all the confusion oriented features, pointers, multiple inheritance, and so on. Java is using all the simplified syntaxes, straightforward syntaxes. Understand my point here? Because of these reasons, Java is what there? A simple programming language. How Java is a platform independent programming language? Tell me, then what is the meaning of platform independent feature in Java features? Java is a platform independent programming language. Why? Because it allows its applications to compile on one operating system and execution is on what there? Another operating system. That's why Java is what there? Platform independent programming language. How Java is an architectural neutral programming language? The same platform independent nature only, but in place of operating system, we have to use what there? Hardware system. Same point. It allows its applications to compile on one hardware system to execute on what there? Another hardware system. How Java is a robust programming language? Come on, how Java is a robust programming language? Come on, because of two reasons. One is Java has very good memory management system in the form of heap memory management system. It's a dynamic memory management system. It allocates and deallocates memory for the objects at runtime as per the application requirements. Second reason is what there? Java has very good exception handling mechanisms. Why? Because Java has provided a very good predefined library to represent and handle almost all the exceptions which are coming frequently in the Java applications. Because of all these reasons, we can conclude that Java is what there, a robust programming language. How Java is a secure programming language? Why? Because Java is providing three levels of security for the applications. One is implicit security, next one is a web security, next one is what there, network security. Implicit security is possible through the security manager inside the JVM. Web security is possible through what there, JAS, a middleware service, Java authentication and authorization services. How network security is provided here? Because of its predefined implementations for all the network security algorithms. So like this, we have to remember all the points now. That pinpoints are available for each and every feature. That pinpoint we have to remember. Okay, right, sir. Anyway, now this topic is completed here. After completion of this particular content, the next topic is what there in the introduction part. Java naming conventions. Java naming conventions. Observe carefully, all of you know. One statement I'm telling to you, all of you understand it. Java is a case sensitive programming language. Java is what there? Case sensitive programming language. What is the meaning of this case sensitive programming language? Where there is a separate recognition for the lowercase letters and uppercase letters. Observe carefully, where there is a separate recognition for the lowercase letters and uppercase letters. That means capital ABC is not equals to small abc. There is a separate recognition for lowercase letters and uppercase letters. But here the question is where to use lowercase letters and where to use uppercase letters. That is the question now. All right, observe carefully. To use lowercase letters and uppercase letters separately, to use lowercase letters and uppercase letters separately, Java has provided the following conventions. Java has provided the following conventions. All of you understand it now. What conventions that Java is able to provide? Now, point number one, observe carefully. Listen, all of you listen carefully. All Java classes names, abstract classes names, interfaces names, enums names must be started with an uppercase letter, and the subsequent letters must also be uppercase letters, and the subsequent letters must also be uppercase letters. Observe carefully. Nothing. The theoretical I given this much of content here, but example point of view we have to understand now. Every word in the class name or abstract class name or interface name or enum name, every word must be started with an uppercase letter. The single class name may have multiple words, but every word must be started with what their uppercase letter. String is a class where S must be uppercase letter. String is a class where S must be uppercase letter. String buffer, two words are available, string and buffer. Where in string S must be uppercase letter, in a buffer B must be what there, uppercase letter. Next one. Input stream reader. Input stream reader. Input stream reader. In input I is uppercase letter. In stream S is uppercase letter, and in reader R is what there, uppercase letter. Like this, every word must be started with what there, an uppercase letter. This is a convention in the case of classes, abstract classes, interfaces, and enums. Leave this one. Point number 2. Listen, all of you listen carefully. All Java variables names must be started with a lowercase letter. All Java variables names must be started with a lowercase letter, but the subsequent symbols must be, but the subsequent symbols must be uppercase letters. All Java variables names must be started with lowercase letters, but the subsequent symbols must be what there, uppercase letters. Observe carefully. First word, first symbol must be lowercase. Remaining all words must be started with uppercase letters. First word starting symbol is what there, lowercase. All the remaining words must be started with what there, uppercase letters. Alright, sir. Now, so what is that example here I'm telling to you? Say for example, in single word is available. I is small. Out single word is available. O is small. ERR single word. E is small. Next one is page context. Two words are available. Page and context. P is small and context is what there? Uppercase letter. C is uppercase. Body content. In a body B is small. In a content C is what there? Uppercase letter. And so on. Temp EMP ADDR. User defined I have given there. Temp EMP ADDR. Temporary employee address. T is small, E is capital, and A is capital. Like this. Here we are able to have number of points. So this is about the convention for what their variables. Next point number 3. All of you understand it now. All Java methods names must be started with a lowercase letter, but the subsequent symbols must be uppercase letters. All Java methods names must be started with a lowercase letter, but the subsequent symbols must be what their uppercase letters. Yes, sir. All of you are getting this point or not? Same rule, whatever the rule we have seen for variables, same rule is available for what their methods. Now see these examples now. Say for example, concat method is available. In concat, C is small, single word, single letter, single word is available, C is small. For name method is available. For name, two words are available. For and name. F is small and N is uppercase letter. Get input stream method. In get input stream method, how many words are available? 3 words are available. In get, G is small. In input, I is uppercase letter. In stream, S is what there? Uppercase letter. Like this. Here we are able to have some content. Okay, fine. Then after that, point number 4. All Java constant variables must be, not normal variables, constant variables must be provided in uppercase letters. All Java constant names must be provided in what their uppercase letters. What are the constant variables? No, say for example, min priority. Public static final variables are constant variables. What are these? No, public static final variables are constant variables. Example I'm telling there. Min priority. The next one is like what there? Norm priority. Then after this, max priority. All these constants are available in the thread class actually. Thread is a predefined class in Java. Inside the thread class, we are having all the predefined constants. Min priority, norm priority, what next one here? Max priority. It's okay, fine. After that, the point number 5, all Java packages names must be provided in lowercase letters. All the package names must be provided in what their lowercase letters. Examples here I'm telling you now, observe carefully. java.io, java.util, or else maybe we can understand it. Java x.servlet, Java x.servlet. Next one is, for example, 1 minute. Java x.servlet.jsp.tag.ext. Understand my point clearly? Alright, sir. Now, like this here, we are having some other content here now. Okay, fine. Now, this is like what I'm telling to you. Java.io, Java.awt.event, Java x.servlet.jsp.tag.ext. Like every word, every letter in the package name must be written in what their lowercase letter. These are all conventions what we are having about to write Java programs. Come again, what exactly the points I have given there? All of you observe carefully. Java naming conventions. What's the point here I said to you? Java is a case sensitive programming language where there is a separation, there is a separate recognition for the lowercase letters and uppercase letters. Where in Java applications there is a separate recognition for lowercase letters and uppercase letters. Capital ABC is not equals to small abc. To use lowercase letters and uppercase letters separately, Java has provided the following conventions. What conventions are provided by Java? All Java classes names, abstract classes names, interfaces names, and enum names must be started with an uppercase letter, and the subsequent symbols must also be what there? Uppercase letters. String S is capital, string buffer, S and B are capital, input stream reader, IE, S and R are capital. All Java variables names must be started with the lowercase letters, but the subsequent symbols must be what their uppercase letters. In, out, ERR, all are started with lowercase letter. Page context, P is lower and C is capital. Body content, P is lower and C is capital. Temp, EMP, editor, T is small, E and A are what their uppercase letters. All Java method names must be started with a lowercase letter, but the subsequent symbols must be what their uppercase letters. Concat, C is lowercase letter. For name, F is lower and N is capital. Get input stream, G is lower, I and S are what their uppercase letters. All Java constant variables must be provided in uppercase letters. Min priority, norm priority, max priority. All Java package names must be provided in lowercase letters. Java.io, java.awt.event, Java x.servlet.jsp.tag.ext. Right, so these are all like what their naming conventions here, what we are having. But I'm going to give one small note, try to understand the note. Observe carefully. This is an important note, now try to understand it. No. All the above naming conventions are mandatory while writing predefined library. Java has provided some predefined library. That predefined library was prepared on the basis of these rules and regulations only. So while writing that predefined library, these naming conventions must follow. These naming conventions must be followed while writing this predefined library. Observe carefully. These conventions are these conventions are these conventions are optional while writing user defined library. While using user defined library, these conventions are optional while using what their user defined library. That is our own library, my own class I want to write, but these are optional. But it is suggestible, it is suggestible to follow the above conventions for user defined library. But it is suggestible to follow the above conventions for what their user defined library. And one more point I'm telling to you guys, don't worry. See, what is the meaning of string? What is a string buffer? What is input stream? Not required now. Just my concentration is on what there, how I'm going to write class name, how I'm going to write method name, how I'm going to write what there variable name. That only my part here at present. Definitely we are going to discuss about this string buffer and string tokenizer, input stream, everything we are going to understand there in the future. Why? Because even if I give explanation, you will not understand it now. Why? Because the point is what there, then how we are going to write all the programming elements in our programs. That part only here we have to understand. Anyway, now tell me the last conclusion I've given there. All these naming conventions are mandatory for which library? Predefined library. All these naming conventions are mandatory for predefined library. Why? Because the predefined library was defined on the basis of these conventions only, by following these conventions only. But these conventions are optional for which library? User defined library. Even though they are optional for user defined library, but still it is suggestible to follow the same conventions for the user defined library also. Right, sir? Now this is the total information about like what there Java naming conventions. After this, after completion of the Java naming conventions, the next topic here we are going to understand what there Java programming format. Slowly we are moving towards the programming content. These concepts are programming related points only. Once if we complete the Java programming format, then I will start how to download Java software, how to install it, how to provide the Java setups, how to write Java program, how to save Java file, how to compile Java program, how to execute Java program. All points we are going to understand. Once we completed that, then small programming we are going to start there from that particular point onwards. Okay, right, sir. That's all for today. Then tomorrow no class. On Monday once again we are going to meet. On Monday onwards we are going to take the content here. But one small point I'm telling there. In the next week, maybe 4th of June, maybe classes are not going to be available. I may not be available at city. I may be in outside of the city. Not possible to take the class. Okay, but we can plan in our own way. But 4th of this June. Today is like what there? I think so. 1st of June, right? 4th of this month. 4th. I don't know exactly what is the day for it. Tuesday, no? But Monday class is available. Then we can plan for it. Monday there is a class on 4th of June. I need to attend for some occasion there in outside. Not possible to take the class now. Right? As per that, you can plan for it. Right, sir. Thank you. Thanks a lot. We'll meet on tomorrow. Sorry, on Monday. Thank you, guys. Thanks a lot. Yeah, guys. Then very soon that links are going to be changed again here. Yeah. Then still some of you are attending from because of this demo class. No, just please check for it. Try to register for the courses immediately. Then people are asking me that registration process. Just directly you can contact with the admin people in this number, or admin people will give clarity on it. Okay. Yeah, guys. This is the number, single point of contact for it. That we can attend for it. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks. Thanks a lot, guys. Yeah. తీసుకున్నారా ఓకే ఫైన్ ఫైన్ ఒకసారి కనుక్కోండి ఆఫీస్లో ఓకే షూర్ yeah nothing sir then better what I'm telling there then that PDF material is available there right yes I think you got that access no right just before come for the class one time look on the content that's enough more than sufficient not required then when it is required I'll give intimation to you know so that seriously programming is not started as of now maybe within a weekdays of time I will start programming there from that point onwards I'll suggest you directly inside the classroom we are going to do more exercise no need to worry for it no? That's fine. Thank you yeah then guys now tell me yeah shall we meet on Monday guys yeah thanks a lot okay fine guys then that's all for today we'll meet on Monday we'll see the remaining part thank you